This is a different type of country here. If we had a property with a lot of this sort of soil on it, Gibberstone type barren country, we'd be looking at trying to rejuvenate it or try to force it to grow something. This type of country is pretty common in dryland areas of Australia. How would you get it growing, say, grass up to your knee in height and waving in the wind after rain? The best way to see if there is a possibility of doing that is to come down onto a spot like this and have a look after rain, after you've got grass growing in other areas of your country, and come down to a spot like this and look at those little patches of greenery and try to figure out why that's growing and all the soil around it isn't. And if we're observant enough, we'll see. We've been discussing the option of melon-holing country, or putting micro-catchments across different soils and getting results. Will it work here? Well, we'd see if nature's doing it already and see if it's working. There's a patch of green right there. There's patches of green scattered out in that direction. And when we go and look at them, we do find that they are just natural little depressions and catchment areas where water sits for a little bit and allows it to soak in. And it is working there. So would it work out here on the rest of it? Well, I'll just show you a spot where man has inadvertently again mimicked that. Didn't do it exactly like that, but what happened was the council came here and dug around here with a tractor looking for gravel for the main road, and they took gravel out of that, and there's your result. So all they did was made a little pond here, quite a big one actually, a big melon hole. But when we look at it, there's pretty good results. So it tells us, nature over there told us that it'll work. Man come over here and wasn't trying to mimic that, but just looking for gravel, and now they've told us it'll work. So why wouldn't that work all the way across there? Why couldn't we turn all that barren country into that, a waving field of green grass? Well, it'll be worth a try. I probably wouldn't make them as big as that thing, because in really wet years they might drown out. Sometimes out here in the outback we get years where there's rain every other month sometimes, not often, but it can happen, and they might drown if we did it. So we wouldn't make them that deep and that big. We'd probably just make micro catchments out across there and let the excess water do its thing and irrigate the ground country down below. We just want to hold a percentage of the water back, like that little one there is doing. That green patch there is very shallow. It's probably only 3 to 4 inches lower than the surrounding area, but it holds water long enough and it releases the excess water down further to go down the creeks or spread out below it and irrigate down there. And that's what we'd want to mimic, and there's no reason why we shouldn't have good results. This patch here proves that we would get good results, and it might take a few seasons on soil as bad as this to get the result, but sometimes you're surprised in the first decent rainy season you get really good results. But oftentimes they keep building. Micro catchments, the benefit of them is they only hold back a percentage of water and then keep building, and that's what that one has done over the years. It's still building, that one. It's still catching topsoils. Out here in the outback in the droughts you get big dust storms from further south roll up here. They drop a lot of soil into catchment areas and build your soils again. So all you've got to do is create a situation where the water and the soil and the seed can collect, and you should have results like that.